Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Jay from the K. Welcome back to Push the Line for another Triple M. And this week we're going to talk about our power. Do you have power? Where do we get that power from? Let's dig in. Okay, so we have power in life. Sometimes we don't execute this power because we don't really know that we have it, but we have power. All right. And what is that power? Well, just to cut straight to the chase, that power is our choice. Okay. You have the power to choose what you want to do with your life, what you don't want to do with your life, where you want to live, who you want to marry, how many kids you want to have. You have the power to choose a lot of things, right? No one can make choices for you, right? But with that responsibility of power comes grave consequences too. So we can choose to do this thing or we could choose to do that thing. But if we choose to do this thing when we should have done that thing, then we might have some blowback, right? And so we have to be adult enough to accept the outcome, right? Um, but sometimes the problem is that we have been practicing making the wrong choices for so long that these bad choices become normal, right? And so if a person who has been making a series of incorrect choices for so long, you can't task that person with making the right choice. You can't expect them to do it all the time because, just simply put, they don't really know how. So making choices is a part of decision making, right? And that is a skill set. All right. And so that's something we actually have to practice doing, right? And so how does that look? Sometimes we have to say, I could do A or I could do B. I could go this way, I could go that way, right? I always liken it to being on a road that splits up, right? Um, Maybe that road that you start out on, once it splits, maybe that road will reconvene at one point at a common destination. But the question is that what will I encounter on this road versus that road? You know what I mean? So maybe this road is off terrain, it's off road, and so it's going to have a rugged, rough terrain. Maybe the weather's better over here. It's more risk over here. There's adversities, right, which are there to block us and stop us and impede us. Where this road over here may have some challenges, which challenges are there to make us better, right? To add to us, right? We have a choice we can make. We can decide, I'm going to take this road, right? Or I could take this road. For the people who say, I'm going to take this road over here with the adversities, because the adversities are a part of your story as well. True. But the problem is that, if you're riding on the highway going out of town somewhere, and you can clearly see if I take this road, there's a storm brewing back over there in the distance, then I'm going to run into that storm, you know, or I could take this road, and this road is clear, it's sunny, it's beautiful, right? Why choose to go down this road over here that you can see has some problems? You know what I mean? That you're not going to be able to avoid. You're going to have to go through those things, and you may not make it through those things, right? Um, Still your choice. Uh, but the thing about choice, I'm gonna hit you with an acronym for choice. Okay, kind of like we talked about focus a while back. Follow one course until successful. Well, choice, the acronym for choice is consider how one instance can change everything, right? So just think about in your life, like how many times you've made a choice that really did alter the trajectory of your life, right? That it actually impacted things so gravely that there was no going back, right? Or it produced certain outcomes that you didn't desire and you wish you could have avoided, right? But that's the power of your choice, right? So that's why it's critical for us to practice good decision making, right? Our kids are watching us, and so we need to be able to model to them what it looks like to make good, healthy, wise choices, right? Um, so this week we're going to think about the choices that we make, right? So if you stayed up real late Sunday night and you have to work Monday morning, that choice is going to impact your performance at work, possibly, right? And so, what if you lost your job because of that performance? You know what I mean? Could you be mad at your boss? No, it's not your boss's fault. You know, it's your choice, right? And I know life happens and things happen, and so we can't control everything around us, and that's a fact. But we can control how we choose to respond to things, right, or react, right? And so we need to learn the difference between reacting and responding. Responding is more thought control, right? Whereas reaction, you actually you have no control, no say in the matter, right? And so, um, if you give some things some thought to make a good, healthy choice, things will play out a little bit better than they may, if you didn't, right? And so, in choice comes preparation, maximizing your time. You know what I mean? There's so many things you could consider and pack into a good, solid, sound choice, right? Um, Look at your examples. There's examples out here in our life that people who made certain choices versus people who didn't make certain choices, right? And so this week, let's focus on making the right choice. Life is short. We only get one, and some things, some choices we make, we can never come back from, right? And so let's make the right choice, and let's practice that. Let's push that, and let's model it for people who are watching us. Okay. All right. So that's all for this week. We'll talk to you guys again in the next video. Until then, you guys be blessed.